Hello. An interesting question came up recently. Well, it's not a new question, it's not a particularly surprising question, but again, recently it just has come up again. The question is like that. Uh, do I need a male divorce lawyer if I'm a husband, if I'm of male sex myself? Well, the question might be just spread. Do you need a lawyer who would be of the same sex as you are, or it doesn't matter? And the commonsensical mm, ground, at least for this question, is that probably a lawyer of same sex and situation, maybe like myself, would be more compassionate to my case, or would be probably uh, more prone to just defend me from the bottom of his heart or her heart if it's a female lawyer for a wife in this situation, and so forth. And Though probably there is some commonsensical truth in that, uh, if extended, this logic uh, might be not so justified as it appears to be from the first glance. Because if the idea that a person of the same life experience and same standing in life as you are would be more prone to understand your case, would be more prone to be on your side, um, then it's not only about a question of sex. Then you should probably look for a lawyer of a similar age, with the same number of children, or the same uh, ethnic and religious origin, same political views, I don't know, same professional, educational background and status, same similar family background, similar health problems, and so forth, insured for the same amount, same habits to go for vacation, and so forth, so forth. Same kind of, more importantly, maybe relationship with children, and same kind of problem with children. Um, and again, if you continue to extend this logic, then when you're looking for a doctor, you should look for a doctor of the same life experience, and maybe just going through the same kind of disease. But you see, it's getting more and more absurd. So if we go to the beginning of this question, to the ground of this question, basically, you want a lawyer who would be on your side. Though, well, technically, you don't need a lawyer on your side, you need a judge on your side, but that would be another story. Because very often clients come and try to convince a lawyer, sometimes even trying to lie to a lawyer in order to convince, thinking that that would be enough. But in reality, you don't need to convince your lawyer. You need to convince a judge. And if you mislead your lawyer, or if you get your lawyer emotional about your situation, most probably you're not doing yourself a good service, because an emotional lawyer is not a rational lawyer, and that lawyer might simply just miss some evidence and follow you into a trouble, or even lead you into a trouble. So, in a sense, a lawyer who would see your situation with a more like cold head might be a better choice. But again, it, this cold head is not determined by same or opposite sex, or different age, or having no children, same number, and so forth. Uh, Basically, you need a professional, the one who would not put his or her personal experience into that, because whoever does so, again, does not serve you well. And if you look for one, you're not, again, giving yourself a good lawyer? Well, depends, of course. But anyways, what I'm trying to say, but first of all, if you think that you need a lawyer of a similar life experience like yours, getting a lawyer of just same sex won't really guarantee that. But even more flawed, the very idea that you need a lawyer of same or similar life experience as you are. Again, you need a professional one. The one who would see your situation as a situation of a client with these particular rights, these particular weaker spots, who could explain the situation to you not as you see it, but as more or less probably the judge would see it, and who would tell you what you can do to improve your situation and where you should probably consider mediation or negotiation or settlement. What are your weak spots? So what is your actual situation? And maybe because of that, you won't even go to court. You would just have your settled, uncontested, amicable divorce, if that's the idea. And that would have a lesser toll on your children and like long-term relationship with them, and so forth and so forth. Because again, if you want to find somebody who would be with you to the extent that who will be fighting with you, meaning like getting deeper into a conflict with you, well, it's not always a good idea. But even if you want a person like that, looking into that person's sex would be not a good idea either. But again, if you're more comfortable, but that's a very different story. It's not about like an actual same experience. But if you're more comfortable working with a lawyer of same sex as you are, same age as you are, same cultural habits, ethnic origin as you are, and so forth, that's a perfectly valid concern. So, because you have to be comfortable with your lawyer. And if you're looking for that, yes, maybe it's a good idea to find a lawyer of the same sex if you're more comfortable with that kind of a lawyer, but only for that reason. Thank you, and have a nice day.